بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على خاتم الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. This is major one of Stat 101 last term 221. So let us have a look to the questions and solve it together. The first part, multiple choice questions. First question, the monthly salaries of a sample of 110. This means that this is N, the sample size. Workers were rounded to the nearest 10 reals. They ranged from a low of 940 reals. So this is the minimum salary, and high of 1,620 reals. So this is the maximum salary. If we want to condense the data into 7 classes, so the number of classes is 7, what is the most convenient class interval? So class interval or class width is the maximum value minus the minimum value over the number of classes, which is 7. So the maximum is 1,620 minus 940 over 7. If you evaluate this by the calculator, you will find that the answer is 97.14. Then we have to round this up. So the class width would be, the most suitable one here would be 100. So 100 is the choice. The weights in grams of a sample of several small bottles are shown in the following table. 2, 4, 6, 8. So we have 8 in the sample size. What is the sample variance? Well, you can use the calculator to find the sample variance. Or if you don't have a calculator, the formula. This is the sample, so S square. The computational formula, summation x square minus summation x all square over n all over n minus 1. So if you add all of these numbers, 7 square plus 8 square plus 9 square up to 9 square, you will find that the sum is 416. And if you just add these numbers without squaring, that's summation x, you will get 56. So summation x is 56, we need to square it. And summation x squared is 416 over n, which is 8, all over n minus 1, which is 7. If you calculate the numerator, you will find that it is 24 over 7. The answer is approximated by the calculator to 2 decimals. So the answer is 3.43. Notice that the variance is S squared. He asked about the variance. Refer to the following group data frequency distribution of monthly commissions. So this is the frequencies, and here the monthly commissions. These are the intervals. The question, what is the relative frequency? We have the frequency, he needs the relative frequency. Well, the relative frequency, you divide the frequency by the total frequencies. So if you add all of these numbers, use the calculator, 4 plus 7 plus, you will find that the total is 60. He is asking what is the relative frequency for salespersons who earn starting from 1,000 and less than 1,400. So here, from 1,000 up to 1,200, and this is also up to 1,400. He said, starting from 1,000 and less than 1,400, So he means both of these two rows. So the relative frequency of them would be 9 plus 14, which is 23, over 60, which is the total number of frequencies. If you use the calculator, you will find that the answer is 0.38333. So this is the relative frequency. If you want to write it as a percentage, you multiply by 100. If you multiply by 100, you notice that the answer is C, 38.33. What is the relationship among the mean, median, and mode in symmetric distribution? A symmetric distribution, in a symmetric distribution, the mean, the median, and the mode will be all equal because it is symmetric. Whatever to the right of the mean of the center is equal to whatever to the left. So they are all equal. The mean would be the smallest value if the distribution is left skewed and or negative skewed. The mean will be the largest value if the distribution is positive skewed. And this is not correct. Not in general, the mode is the largest value. It depends on the shape of the distribution. What is the mode of these numbers? The mode is the most frequent. So if you look to the data, 32 repeated twice, nothing else repeated. So 32 is the mode. Coefficient of variation for a variable. Well, the definition of the coefficient of variation, it is coefficient of variation. So the measure of variation is on the numerator, which is sigma, and the measure of mu would be on the denominator. We multiply this by 100%. So sigma is 50, that's the formula, over 400 times 100%. If you use the calculator, you will find that the answer is C, 12.5%. Now, the second type of questions in the exam answer the following 7 questions. This table, the first one, table below shows the weekly number of units sold by 40 part-time employees. So the total number, if you add these numbers, the number should be 40. What is the question? Present the data using a frequency histogram. Well, a frequency in a frequency histogram, we put the frequency here on the y-axis, and on the x-axis we put the intervals or the weekly number of units sold. This is on the x-axis. Start from 10, 20, 30, up to 60, 40, 50, 60. And the frequency, we have numbers from 2 to 15. So if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this is 5, 10, 15. The first, from 10 to 20, the frequency is 5. So we go up to 5. Okay, you can write 5 here if you like. And then up to 7, you can write 7 here. And then up to 15, this is from 30 to 40, the frequency is up to 15. And from 40 to 50, up to 11, so it is up to here. This is 11. And from 50 to 60, that's 2. Okay. So this is the required frequency histogram. For the following data, draw a stem and leaf. To draw a stem and leaf, we need to look for the minimum. What is the minimum value? It looks 5 is the minimum. What is the maximum? I think it's 44 is the maximum. So we have numbers from 5 to 44. So what would be the stems? I need stems. First, the stems would be, since this is 5, I need 2 digits, so I'll start from 0. So the stem is 0, then 1, 2, 3, and then 4, because the largest is 44. And I put the numbers, 27, I put 7 here. 18, I put 8 here. 22, so 2 here. 9, so 0, 9. 10, so 1, 0. 21, so 21. 44, 39, 5, 30, 15, 17, 31, 24, 41, 29, 25, 21. This is the stem and leaf, but not arranged, so we need to arrange the leaves. Finally, so 5, 9, 0, 5, 7, 8, and 1, 1, then 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, and then 0, 1, 9, 1, 4. So this is the required stem and leaf. And you can check that we did not forget any number. We have 2, 4, 6 times 3, 18 numbers. And if you count here, I have 2, 4, 7, 3, 2, so 5, 7, 11, plus 7, 18 numbers. So everything is correct. You can check with yourself that we did not forget any of the numbers. The ages of all the employees in the registration office are shown in the following table. So these are the ages. How many? 12 numbers. Find the median Q1 and Q3. Well, to find the median and the quartiles, we have to arrange the data. So the smallest is 10, then 11, 12, I have 15, 17, 18, 21 twice, 22, 24, 27, and 31. So these are the data, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 numbers. Well, how to find the median? If we start by the median, the position of the median is what? We have 12. So we multiply 0.5 times 12. Number 6, if it is an integer, we add 0.5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is between these two numbers. So the median, which is MD, would be between 18 and 21. So we find their average. So the answer would be 19.5. If you check, we have 6 numbers to the right, 6 numbers to the left of the mean. Without finding the positions, I can understand that Q1 is here and Q3 is here, because then I have 3 numbers to the right of Q3 and 3 numbers to the left and 3 numbers between each of the 3 quartiles. So Q1 would be 12 plus 15 over 2, and that's 13.5, and Q3 is 22 plus 24 over 2, and that's 23. Draw a box plot for the data from part 3. Well, to draw a box plot, I need to find the lower limits and the upper limits. The lower limits, Q1 minus 1.5 times IQR. Well, Q1 is 13.5 minus 1.5 times IQR is Q3 minus Q1, which is 9.5. So if you put it in the calculator, the answer is negative 0.75. The upper limit would be Q3 plus 1.5 times IQR. So it is 23 plus 1.5 times 9.5. If you calculate, the answer is 37.25. If you look to the data, the smallest is 10, while the lower limit is negative 0.75, so there are no outliers from the left side. The upper limit 37 and the smallest is 31, so there are no outliers in this data. So I need to sketch a graph for the scatter plot, the box whisker. I'll start from 0 if this is 0, okay? Then, for example, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I need up to 37, 35. This would be okay, okay? So negative 0.75 would be somewhere here. So this is the lower limit. And 37.25 would be somewhere here. So this is the upper limit. While Q1 is 13.5. So this is Q1. And the median is 19.5, which is this one. Q3 is 23. So this is the box. And it's clear that the median is closer to Q3, so the data is left skewed. And the left whisker, we will take the left whisker up to the smallest number in the data, which is 10. You can write here 10, you can write here 13.5, 19.5, 23, and the largest is 31. So the right whisker will go up to 31. So this is the box whisker plot. The table below shows sales for 4 stores in Riyadh. Draw a pie chart. Well, let me first find the relative frequency, okay? Or, yeah, the total is 5,000. So if you divide, this is 0.2, this is 0.4. If you divide by 5,000 by the total, this is 0.3 and this is 0.1, okay? And the angle, I can find the angle multiplying 0.2 times 360. Well, the answer would be 72. So 1.4 times 3760 would be 144. 0.3 would be 108. And 0.1 times 360 is just 36. If you add all of these, you get 1. If you add all of these, you get 360. You can put the percentage if you like. I'll put it on the graph. So now I can sketch the graph by, for example, this is just a circle, except okay, this is the center. If I start from here, from the x-axis, to sketch 72, well, up to here, it is 90. So 72 could be somewhere here. So this is store A. 0.2 means 20%. Okay. Now, if you add 72 plus 144, you will get 216. And 216 is greater than 180 by 36. So if this is 180 and this is 270 and this is in the middle, 36 is somewhere here. So this would be B, store B with percentage 40%. And store D is just 36 if this is 90 and this is the middle. So 36 could be somewhat here up to here. So this would be C and this would be store D. This is 30% and this is 10%. This could be the pie chart. The table below shows the detail of purchasing of 500 STC. Actually, if you add the number of shares here, you will find that they are 360. So this is a typo mistake. 360 STC shares during the past 4 months. So these are the details of purchasing 360 shares, 90 shares on the first month, 80 shares. So these are the number of shares, and this is the price of each share. You can deal with the prices here as the weights. Compute the weighted mean for the number of shares. Okay, he means here for the number of shares. So the formula of the weighted mean, we multiply 90 times the weight, which is 38, plus 80 times 40 plus 100 times 36 plus 90 times 37, and we divide by the total number of weights. So we add 38 plus 40 plus 36 plus 37. We put it in the calculator and find the answer. The answer would be 89.74. So this is the weighted mean of the number of shares. Here 90, here 80, 190, the weighted mean is 89.74. A sample of employees at a major company revealed that the mean monthly income is 14,000. So this is a sample, and this is the mean of the sample. So X bar is 14,000. Standard deviation of the sample is 2,000. Compute the standardized value for an employee whose monthly income is 16,500. The formula for the standardized value is Z equals X minus X bar over mu. So X here is 16,500 minus the mean, which is 14,000 over the standard deviation, which is 2,000. And if you use the calculator, the answer is 1.25. And what does this answer means? What does computed value means? It means that the income, the monthly income of the employee, which is 16,500, the employee is higher than or greater than or to the right of the mean by 100.25 standard deviations. So it's a good salary. It is higher than the mean by 1.25 standard deviations. This is the end of the exam. I hope that you enjoyed solving it. Good luck.